If you're suddenly shedding more hair or seeing more scalp through your hair parting, this video is for you. Today, I'll help you spot whether your hair loss is hormonal and lay out a natural, practical plan that actually makes it better without expensive treatments that often also have side effects. Hi, I'm Kasturi, a sensitive skin and hair care expert with over a decade of dedicated experience and co-founder of Oleum Cottage. My passion lies in harnessing the power of plant oils for their therapeutic use and in advanced cosmetic formulations to create hair care and skin care that truly works. So what does hormonal hair loss mean? Hormonal hair loss in women most often refers to female pattern hair loss, FPHL, a form of androgenetic alopecia. That's thinning driven by sensitivity of hair follicles to androgens, hormones like testosterone and DHT. It typically shows up as widening of the central part, thinning over the crown, and miniaturization, meaning each hair grows back finer and shorter over time. Unlike patchy bald spots, this is gradual. Overall reduction in density. When is hair fall not hormonal? Well, not all shedding is hormonal. Telogen effluvium is a stress response where many hairs enter the resting phase at once, which happens after childbirth, illness, crash diets, or major stress. And it typically improves within months as the trigger resolves. If you had a baby recently and noticed sudden shedding 2 to 4 months later, that's classic postpartum telogen effluvium, which usually settles spontaneously. You might wonder if this postpartum hair loss is also hormonal, but it is not. While caused due to the hormone estrogen falling post-childbirth, this is still categorized as telogen effluvium, a temporary reactive shedding rather than hormonal pattern hair loss, which is typically longer lasting and androgen driven. Quick note on what are androgens. Androgens are a group of hormones that play a key role in male traits and reproduction, but they are present in both men and women. Examples, testosterone and DHT, dihydrotestosterone. In women, androgens are produced mainly in the ovaries and adrenal glands. At normal levels, they help with bone strength, muscle mass, mood, and libido. At higher than normal levels, they can contribute to hormonal acne, excess facial or body hair, and hair thinning on the scalp, which is androgenetic alopecia. Now, hair follicles in the crown and hairline can be genetically sensitive to DHT, the androgen we've been talking about. So when DHT binds to these follicles, it shortens the hair growth phase and causes thinner and shorter hair over time until the follicle eventually stops producing visible hair completely. So androgens are basically hormones that, when unbalanced, can trigger hair loss in women. Here's your 60-second self-check. Ask yourself, is my part line widening or crown looking sparse while the front hairline is mostly intact? Has my ponytail circumference reduced over 6 to 12 months without obvious clumps falling out? Do close-up photos show finer, shorter regrowth rather than strong, thick new hairs? Do I have PCOS signs, irregular cycles, acne, chin hair, or a family history of thinning? If you're nodding yes to several of the above, hormonal pattern loss is likely. Still, confirming with a clinician is smart. What to test? Before you make major changes to your routine, ask your doctor about tests that identify certain hair fall contributors. Common checks include iron status, especially serum ferritin, your iron storage level, thyroid function, because abnormal thyroid can trigger shedding, and depending on history, vitamin D, B12, and androgen profile if PCOS or polycystic ovary syndrome is suspected. These are standard tests of dermatology approaches to hair loss. Now here's the natural game plan. 5 things you can do to naturally assist hair regrowth. 1. Protein first nutrition. Hair is mostly keratin, a protein. Many women undereat protein, especially on rushed or plant-heavy diets. So aim for a meaningful daily intake. Discuss your target with a dietitian. Pair protein with iron-rich foods like lentils, eggs, leafy greens, and vitamin C sources to support absorption. Think of food as the key resource your follicles build with. Number 2, correct any deficiencies. If ferritin is low, correcting iron deficiency is a must. Similarly, if vitamin D is significantly low, take medical guidance to restore it. A word of caution here. Supplements are not a long-term hair solution, but when a true deficiency exists, fixing it often reduces shedding over the next hair cycle. What about biotin? We get asked a lot. Unless you're deficient, which is uncommon on balanced diets, biotin rarely moves the needle for pattern hair loss and can interfere with lab tests at high doses. Food first is a smarter approach. Number 3, scalp care that protects the hair you have. Use gentle cleansing that suits your scalp's natural oils or sebum and does not strip. Condition without silicones to improve the flow of sebum from the root to the tips. This is our God-given natural conditioner that we often destroy with chemical-laden products. Avoid tight hairstyles and aggressive heat to build an environment where follicles can do their best work. Number 4, scalp massage and mechanical stimulation. Daily scalp massage for 4 to 10 minutes may increase hair shaft thickness over months by mechanical signaling to the follicle cells. It's free, has no side effects, and pairs well with oils. Do manage your own expectations. Visible hair changes are gradual. Here's a study that was done that shows daily scalp massage improves hair thickness, and we can absolutely vouch for that. Number 5, natural topicals with some clinical proof. Let us be clear, natural is not equal to magic, but here's the list that has real lab or clinical data backing them for a hair-friendly routine. Carrier or cold-pressed oils like coconut, sweet almond, wheat germ, castor, and jojoba nourish your scalp, hydrate your strands, and protect your strands from breakage. Rosemary and cedarwood essential oils show meaningful activity in regrowing new hair, like a 6-month trial where rosemary matched 2% minoxidil with fewer irritations. In other studies, cedarwood plus rosemary blends have matched minoxidil in efficacy. Lavender oil significantly boosts follicle depth and count. Peppermint oil shows increased hair count and less itch. Thyme can help by keeping your scalp clean. Point to remember here, essential oils rarely act in isolation. When combined thoughtfully, their bioactive compounds work synergistically, enhancing follicular activity and also creating a healthy, resilient scalp environment, which is the foundation for sustained hair growth. If this sounds outside of mainstream science to you, please read this article in trichology.com. This is a centuries-old science, though lesser known and lesser talked about. How to apply hair oils and massage. If you're using a natural oil, here are the tips you must follow to get results. Frequency, 3 to 5 times per week. Method, part hair, apply a few drops per section to the scalp, then massage with fingertips. Small circular motions, light to moderate pressure for 4 to 10 minutes. Contact time, leave in overnight if tolerated, or at least 30 to 60 minutes before washing. Patch test a new oil blend on the inner arm. If stinging or redness persists, dilute more with cold pressed coconut oil, or you can stop. Would you like to know some real routines from real people? This really excites us. Mrinalini, 36 years old, had PCOS and widening hair parting. She focused on protein-rich breakfast, corrected her low ferritin with her doctor, and used the Oleum Cottage hair growth oil thrice a week with nightly 5-minute massages. At 4 months, she reported less shedding and a visibly tighter part line. Sharon, 46 years, perimenopausal shedding. She shifted to gentle cleansing with a restorative shampoo, prioritized 60-70 grams protein per day, and massaged with the coconut, castor, jojoba, rosemary, cedarwood blend in our hair oil 4 times a week. She also switched from silicone conditioners to a natural leave-in conditioning serum. By month 7, she called us excitedly to report baby hairs along the path. These are customer experiences with consistent use, no chemical treatments, and sincere lifestyle changes. Results may vary for each individual, but our regular users are all very happy. What should you expect in terms of timelines? Well, hair grows in cycles. Even when you fix the cause, visible changes can take 3 to 6 months, with best gains at 6 to 12 months. Photograph your part and crown monthly in the same lighting to judge the progress honestly. Red flags. When to see a dermatologist promptly. In case of rapid, patchy bald spots, eyebrow loss, or obvious scalp inflammation with soreness, scales, or pustules. Systemic symptoms like fatigue with heavy periods, weight change, or temperature intolerance accompanying your hair loss, these cases you must visit your dermat. Bottom line is identify the pattern of hair loss, whether it is hormonal or stress related, test what can be tested, and build a consistent routine. Fixing your nutrition and adding scalp care plus massage with natural oils known for hair growth can transform how you feel about your hair. If you found this video helpful, share it with everyone in your friends and family groups who keep complaining about hair fall. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more such educational videos. Thank you for watching.